Hello, my name is Dr. Greg Symko. Now, is there a cure for Hashimoto's? I'm sad to say there is no cure for Hashimoto's disease. However, Hashimoto's disease can be managed quite successfully. Hashimoto's is a autoimmune condition where the thyroid gland is attacked by the body, by the person's own body. So you have what's called antibodies, anti being against a part of your body. Your immune system has these things and it attacks it. Now, what in a sense that could be is that the immune system, the person's immune system that has Hashimoto's, is out of balance. It's not working the way it should, and it is inflamed. Your body's inflamed. There's a sort of, you could say, it has an infection to itself. That is Hashimoto's disease. Now, taking medication for Hashimoto's disease, Synthroid, is necessary because your thyroid is not producing enough of the elements or the hormone that actually is utilized by your body to make it work. It's getting basically killed by your own body. But the thing is that eventually, even the hormones won't make any difference. Or even in the very beginning, they don't make any difference because the thyroid gland is constantly being attacked by your own body. So the trick is to find out if indeed that is the case, and Hashimoto's has a very distinct or very important blood test to take to determine if indeed the person is Hashimoto's. And what happens is that you need to find out or need to deal with the immune system. It always comes down to that in terms of Hashimoto's. So you have to calm it down, so to speak. You have to reduce the amount of attacks the thyroid's going through. And this actually is reasonably easy to do. What has to happen is you have to determine what caused the autoimmune reaction to occur in the first place. Now, there is a genetic component to it. However, it can very well be related to food sensitivities. Research has shown that there are three major culprits in terms of food sensitivities that actually can cause autoimmune problems. One happens to be gluten, which is found in all wheats and pasta, and can be found in some other products as well as a binding agent. That's why it's called gluten. It is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. Beers also have a lot of gluten in it. The other culprit can actually be casein, which is found in milk products, yogurt, cheese, milk, that type of stuff. The other culprit can actually be soy. Now, what happens is when you ingest these, humans don't really have the enzymes to process these proteins properly, but we can adapt to them. We have adapted to be able to utilize these proteins over the amount of years, or thousands, tens of thousands of years we've been eating them. Now, that adaptation occurs because the brain is closely tied to your gut. Now, some people call the gut the second brain. There's about 500 million nerve cells in your gut. And what happens is the brain normally can adapt or help your gut adapt to these proteins that you really can't utilize. Now, something may happen. It could be genetic, it could be a trauma, it could be anything really, exposure to toxins, whatever, that actually can make that adaptation not work properly. And then you start getting a problem which the gluten leaks into your bloodstream and causes your immune system to say, hey, that's a foreign substance, let's attack it. Let's get rid of it. It can also happen with milk, casein, or soy products. And what happens to this gluten or the soy or the casein, it turns into a type of morphine, believe it or not. And that's why bread can be very satiating. You can actually feel good to eat bread. But in actuality, you might be creating antibodies to the gluten in there. And constantly your immune system is constantly being spiked up. It's constantly being irritated and trying to get rid of this foreign substance. And then what happens is it starts getting antibodies to you because it becomes unbalanced. There's actually three pieces to the immune system, but the two that we worry about are what's called the helper cells and the killer cells. The helper cells actually mark the uh, the substance that needs to be killed, and the killer cells kill it. And what happens is there's might be an imbalance occur where you have too many killer cells, not enough marker cells, and the other way around. And then you get a system where you start attacking your own body. Um, so the takeaway from this is that if you have Hashimoto's or you have symptoms of Hashimoto's, which has to do with the thyroid gland, and you're taking medication, you still have those things. Try getting off of gluten for 30 days, or casein, or all three for 30 days and see what happens. You actually might find that you do a lot better not on those types of foods. Um, and also, if that doesn't work, find a physician who knows what they're talking about in regards to Hashimoto's. Don't waste your time. Do something. Take action. And one of the things I usually tell people is that I can't give you your health. You have to take it.